Good morning. It's 8 o'clock on the start of your Tuesday.
Well, look who's back. Nice of you to grace us with your presence.
I can tell you, so after being away, it's nice to be back. And there were so many people that we spoke to that said, you've got to watch Second Cup. I know, people from Boston and Maine and all over the place. You got to watch Second Cup.
You were telling them this?
Yeah. Actually, I wasn't. Russ was. He was being a publicist this week. It's Russ's birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday, Russell. He is a young 40-something, 41. So he's enjoying the day off today. His vacation continues today.
He takes his birthday off too. You guys are big into that. You like to take your birthdays off.
Do you know why? And I don't know if you're like this, but I mean, you worked on your birthday, but I just don't love it anymore.
Working on your birthday.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that is a day that you deserve to take for yourself. And if, I don't love birthdays per se, but I enjoy being able to, Katie, turn your mic on.
Mine's on. It is. Oh.
I enjoy being able to.
This mic is on, just so you know. Watch.
And now turn it back on. There it goes.
I literally checked it like 3 times before. This mic is literally on, but it's off. That's fine though. Let's keep it. We should hang on to this one.
I have also decided over vacation that it's not worth getting angry or frustrated about small, inconsequential things like work.
That'll last a day.
But anyway, what I was saying about birthdays is that I feel like it's your day. You take it.
Yeah.
You enjoy it. You do whatever you want. So I'm going to go to the gym in the morning. Maybe go get some pampering. Who knows?
Oh, you know what we should have talked about in Second Cup?
What?
The dogs. That's a good one.
Oh,
the SPCA. So we'll still talk about it.
Jeff Baker says, listen to the guy that just came back to work after almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, and guess what? He's off on Friday for his birthday.
I almost didn't come back today. And I'll tell you, you kind of wonder, do you ever want to work again? The answer is yes, because you need the money.
Wow.
And I would miss you.
The money's pay for the trips.
Also fair. But I did have fun. It was a good trip.
Yeah.
You want to see some pictures?
Yeah, pull them up. You only put in the appropriate ones, right?
Actually, yes.
Edward. Karen says, who is that guy? Oh, this is Ed.
Can you believe it? Back and live in the flesh. I was thinking about you, though, as I was drinking a glass of Prosecco at 9 o'clock in the morning with my breakfast.
You were thinking about me then?
I was just saying, it's 9 o'clock. That means that the show's over.
Were you like, this is how Katie starts every day? Where are your photos?
I don't know. John, I thought, had them. Oh, she's cutting them still. Okay. Shirley says, sometimes you need a vacation to rest up from your vacation. I'm telling you.
I agree. When you come back, because the one thing that's so annoying is when your suitcase ends up staying out and you just want to get your laundry done and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
hate that.
Listen to this. So I had status on the cruise line.
Not just on the cruise line, Ed. Go on.
But with this level of status, you got 1 free bag of laundry. So I got to have all my laundry done before I even got home.
Really nice.
Now,
let me tell you. Do his.
Well, he did his also. I rewashed everything.
Yeah.
I wasn't satisfied by the level of wash.
Well, you never know. Like, also, what if they use a different detergent that you like, or what? And
Right.
it's just not right.
I mean, I sent everything down to my skivvies. I was like, here, take it.
Where did you go?
So I went. Oh, Catherine Walsh is here. My girl, Catherine. Okay, so we went on a cruise. Here's Russell and me. We were outside the Martini Bar. This is an island that we didn't get off of.
Ooh.
We didn't get off the ship here. We did get off the ship. This is their private island.
Oh, that's nice.
Norwegian's private island. And we enjoyed it.
Mm.
Just you wait.
Edward, did you wear sunscreen?
I did.
God.
So listen to what happened. Do you see that little, can you pause it?
Yeah, pause it where Ed shirts off. And
Well, because I want to show you exactly what happened here. So can you see that little like white spot on my chest?
Yeah.
Like over on my massive man pec.
Wait, I don't see that massive. I don't see the massive man pack.
You see the gut? Do you see the gut?
What'd you do?
Okay, so the first day we're in Miami, and I thought, okay, here's the backstory. Friday night, I wanted to go to Target, get more sunscreen. We bought 2 bottles from Wegmans. Russ said, no, we're not going to Target because the second you walk into Target, you're buying $1 million worth of stuff.
Okay.
So we didn't go to Target. We only had 2 bottles of sunscreen. We had half a bottle that we had over the summer, and we were spraying it in Miami the first day. It turns out that the bottle was clogged, so we were spraying air basically and not spraying any sunscreen. So I've got this really messed up tan line on my arm. Yeah, I know.
Jeanette, I'm with you. You look like you need some aloe. Like, ouch.
Yeah, I'm itchy.
If that ever happened to me and I didn't have sunscreen on in Miami, I'd be in the hospital. I guarantee it. Like, I burn like you would not believe. You would believe it. I mean, look at my skin tone. You would believe. I burn like you'd believe.
Yeah. There were a lot of people who had a lot of red on their skin. That's for sure.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
This private island, though, is super cool.
It looks nice.
You basically
get... Do you see any fish in the water?
Yeah. People are swim. Do you know pigs swim?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So did they go do that like excursion? Yeah.
They were swimming with pigs. Why would you want to do that? I don't know.
So did you see any like cutesy little fishies, like the little tropical ones?
I mean, there are fish swimming around. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm telling you, we did not get off the ship. And for better or worse, we did not get off the ship. Tortola.
Okay.
Another place. And St. Thomas.
I would have gotten off at St. Thomas.
St. Thomas is beautiful.
Kenny Chesney loves it there.
And then we went to their private island, Great Stirrup Cay. Gosh, it was Punta something. I don't know. Thank you, Marianne. Exactly. Thanks, Lori. No pigs, Marianne. Exactly.
I'm backing it up just to like, I'm on a map right now. I'm
Punta
gonna
something.
Tell you that watch that.
It wasn't Punta Cana. It was go to the left.
Do you want me to go to the British Virgin Islands here?
Oh yeah.
Closer?
Yeah, keep going.
Closer?
Yeah. Punta. Google
I am at your service. Lego Batman.
Okay, Siri. St. Martin is wonderful. I love St. Martin. Have you ever been to Maho Beach? It is the coolest place in the entire world. That's the place with the airport. It was in the.
I think you had a great trip, Edward.
It was great. It was in the Dominican Republic. I don't remember what island it was, but yes, it was indeed there. But anyway,
I'm taking just a little gander here at all the.
Punta something, Punta Gorda, Punta. I don't know.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you had fun.
Jeff Baker's cracking up. Megan loves Aruba.
Oh, so do I.
Jeanette says she did swimming with the dolphins. She wants to try sea lions next. Interesting.
You know.
Have you done any of that stuff? All I could think of is like swimming in a pool of. You know what
I don't know.
They say happy as a pig and you know what, and that's all I could think of.
Well, they're swimming in the water, swimming in the ocean. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you swim with the same water.
It's just not lost to me that these are all. Lori swim with dolphins and wild horses, but not pigs. I'd be afraid of the horses.
Thank you,
I'd
Jeff.
probably be afraid of the dolphins too. I don't know. I mean, they're cute, but you just don't know. I don't know.
Marianne says I could care less about getting off the ship. So I was right there. Oh, actually, you know what? I met a couple from Buffalo.
See, I feel like I'd like to because Paul and I like a good day of relax, a good day of adventure. Relax, adventure, relax. Which I feel like that's probably what cruising is a little.
Yeah, we just wanted the relax part.
Yeah.
I did read 2 books. Oh, I read this one really good book. You know how much we love to read. It was called The Cage.
Okay.
If you have the opportunity, and I'm telling you, I just happened to find this book. On Bidwell a couple of weeks ago, they were giving away like free produce. I think I told you about this. And they had this big, massive box of free books. And
there's a couple called The Cage. Do you know what?
Hold on. I will find it. Bonnie something. Bonnie Kistler. This is it. It was
Okay, The Cage, a novel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. If you are looking for a good thriller or a good suspenseful, I love Patterson, this was it. So good, totally worth the read. It was, and I also read a Patterson book, but
All right, I'll read it. I do like a good thriller.
you would love it.
That's what I like to read. So
Anyway.
I'll read it, and then I can tell you that your book stunk the way you told me that my book stunk.
But your book was like it was flowery and, what was it called?
The Lake of Dead Languages.
Yes.
You never got through it, so.
I couldn't.
You could.
Peter, you should. It was great. Who is the author? Bonnie Kistler.
Oh my God. Marguerite is speaking my language.
Oh.
God, could we talk them into that? Like the bosses?
Have you ever been on a cruise?
No.
I bet
We could talk the bosses into that?
into at least like a Miss Buffalo cruise.
No, don't get me wrong. I love the Miss Buffalo, but like, I want to go to the Punta, wherever you were. You don't even know.
Yeah, I think we could. I don't know. That would be kind of cool. Like maybe we could partner with AAA or something, and we could have like a Cuppies cruise. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
And we could broadcast live from the ship. That would be so awesome.
You have to work?
Well, I mean, we can't just be all play. I don't know. That would be. We should pitch that idea. Yeah, a Good Morning Buffalo cruise, a Cuppy cruise. Exactly. Would you guys go on something like that? Do you think there would be interest?
To go on an actual cruise or the Miss Buffalo?
Well, an actual cruise, like a Cuppy's cruise. I feel
And again, I love the Miss Buffalo. One time I was on the Miss Buffalo as a kid, and some kids, we were with my grandpa, my parents, and some kids were hitting golf balls at the Miss. Oh my God, my grandpa lost
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Because you could
Hurt somebody.
really hurt somebody with a golf ball.
Yeah.
They were like on the, you can picture like near the canal, kind of like hitting golf balls at people.
Karen would love to do a Cuppy's cruise.
Jeanette says she's in for both.
An actual cruise, Karen says, yeah.
Are there mimosas?
I love, yeah. Oh my gosh, of course. It's open bar. Karen, oh wait, hold on, Jeff. I love Jeff's comment here. Show off our massive man packs. Dad bods are in. I'm sorry. Thank you, Travis Kelce. Dad bods are in.
Okay, and please, Travis Kelce does not have a dad bod. He's a professional football player.
Anyway, celebrity, they have coffee called Aspen, Bailey's, Frangelica, Kahlua. Let me tell you, I made myself an iced coffee on this ship.
Yeah.
Had the bartender put some Bailey's in. Tops.
James is not wrong. I would be coated in sunscreen and probably have an enormous hat on. Correct. Yes. I like to wear a big old cover up. Nobody needs to see it.
Sarong.
Nobody needs to see any of this.
Oh,
and I just wear my big old cover up.
Jason Kelce has the dad bod, is what
I'll
Elizabeth says. Thank you.
So my this is so crazy. My mother-in-law got me this, like, I think it's supposed to be a beach cover up. It's like this big, like white, like whatever. I don't know, big, long, white beach cover up. I put it on and my husband told me I looked like a sacrifice.
Oh my God.
I was like crying. I was like wearing this big white, like. Don't tell my mother-in-law.
God, he's so funny.
Some of the dumbest
Where does
stuff.
he get this from?
I don't know, but I wore it. I loved it.
Oh,
It was
yes,
so
wizard.
funny.
Oh God, he is hysterical.
I was like, come on. I came out of the I'm like, what do
Oh,
you think of
dear.
this?
Katie, the angel has arrived.
Oh my God. I was like, I mean, I did have to laugh. Like, it's not designed to be like, it was so
Oh,
funny.
that is so funny. Linda, what a thing to say is right.
my
Oh, that's
God.
so funny.
It was pretty funny.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad to be back with you here because
Cracking up. I know. Sometimes you just need a good laugh, and that did give me one. He was like,
that's so
"What
funny.
is that?"
like don't you miss your friends when you're gone? I missed you.
Yes, for sure. Okay, we wanted to talk about a couple things. Lindy Ruff coming back to the Sabres.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
A lot of people are really excited about this. You got excited when you were hearing some of the passion that he used to like have.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, so on one hand, I was
he
like,
doesn't still have, but you know what I'm saying.
But on one hand, I'm kind of thinking He was the man who the Pagulas fired. He couldn't close the deal back in 2013, despite having taken the Sabres to the playoffs and, that Stanley Cup run.
Well, and you know what, though? There were a lot of, like, over the years, there were a lot of, you can look back at all the games probably and see, like you heard him mentioning today, like penalties that got called, penalties that get, so many things. Like, I don't know, it's hard to,
Well, so that was one side.
He has passion for sure.
And then the other side is that he's got passion for Buffalo, right? Like he loves Buffalo and obviously wants to be here. So I will take that any day over somebody who is here today, gone tomorrow. And, look,
I love this shot.
I do too. I think it's great. The guy has a relationship with Pagulas, good or bad, but obviously the Pagulas liked him enough to say, hey, Lindy, you're the right man for the job at the right time.
Shirley says, hopefully he'll discipline the team. Linda says he was a great player and a great coach. Glad he's back. Lindy has the experience, knows the community, has the passion. I think it's great. Let's see here. Marguerite, Sabres were good. Can't hurt having him back.
Yeah, Katie. I like Katie's point here, too.
After listening to Diggs, it's nice to hear someone coming back who really wants to be here. We needed change. Haven't been to the playoffs. Yeah, good points.
Why not try it? I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
You throw something against the wall, something that's familiar. It's kind of like going back to an ex.
Yeah. No.
No, you don't think? That's like a boomerang.
You move on from an ex. You don't go back to them.
Well, some people come back. I mean, we've been talking about this all morning. Taylor and Maddie Healy. I was just reading an article, by the way, about Taylor's new album on the New York Times. My mom sent it to me about how Taylor may have reached the wall.
Of what?
Like the saturation wall. I was listening to her album for the first time.
It takes me a minute to get into all the songs, but Midnight's was the same way. It takes me a minute to get into everything, and then I really like it.
Okay, Aaron's cracking up about going back to an ex. Jeff Baker says, never go back to an ex.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, you move on from that. You don't go back.
Shonda says, if he sells out the arena, I call that a win.
Oh, gosh.
Need to push those players, Diane says. Jackie says, I love Lindy and I hope it's the answer, but I feel like I've seen this movie before. Jackie, I feel like this is the first time we're hearing from you. Glad you're with us.
I like how you spell Jackie.
Me too. Is it Jackie or is it JC?
You have to give us a phonetic spelling.
Linda, wondering what we did with our dog. So Miss Gladys was with my sister for a few days. Then Miss Gladys went to Candy, the dog sitter's house.
So Gladys had a sleepover.
And she came home yesterday, and let me tell you, she was pooped.
Yeah, those are big for them. Bandit, will go to the place where he goes to daycare, usually when we go out of town, and then he comes home and sleeps for a full day.
Speaking of sleep, how often do you wash your sheets?
Once a week. I'm a once a weeker.
So
I'm a religious once a weeker.
Why is it though? I mean, I know that there's a lot that goes on, but why are you a once a week kind of girl?
Because
I don't mean it like that. No. What I meant was there's a lot of anxiety here. I know that.
Here, yeah, there is. I wash my sheets once a week. I always have. I don't know, because you get into them. It's so nice to get into clean sheets.
Yeah.
I love that. We have also added a 100-pound dog. So not only do I wash my sheets once a week, I don't wash the comforter. The dog doesn't sleep in the sheets. He sleeps on top of the bed. But I don't wash that every week, but I wash it pretty often too.
Okay.
Make sure I got a comforter that fits in the washer now.
So I am an every couple of weeker. But when you consider that, and this is kind of gross, you lose a pound of water apparently every night.
That is gross.
And all of that is absorbed into your sheets.
You're sweating.
Yeah, and I'm I run hot. So I'm that guy.
I don't have a mattress pad, I don't think.
Oh
wait, yes. No.
It's like a topper.
Well, there was a mattress pad and a mattress topper.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I have the one that your mattress goes in, whatever that's called. I guess that's a mattress pad. I don't know. There were two. Maybe a topper. Maybe you put something extra on top. Do you have an extra? We don't. It's the mattress, and then I guess
we have a cover.
Yeah, that's right. The
I don't ever wash
right?
it though.
I wash it sometimes.
I never really considered it. Well, anyway, pillows they say you should also be washing, because when you consider it, especially if you're sick and you're laying on a pillow, I'm surprised you haven't thought of this.
The pillows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wash your, like, what about the pillow, not the pillowcase, but like the thing that holds the pillow?
Yeah.
The protective cover.
Yeah, I wash all that stuff.
Okay.
Usually by the time you're done being sick, so I am really proactive when someone is sick, like don't want to sleep together, like we'll sleep apart. And then by the time someone's done being sick, you really can't catch it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So,
Yeah. But don't you think that it lives on your pillows?
no.
Really?
I mean, like not past whatever they say, however many hours. Germs can't live just by themselves.
I guess you're right.
For longer than, whatever the timeline. It's been a few days. I'm like,
Julie says I wash my sheets probably every 2 weeks. I wash everything, including my pillow, maybe more in the summer heat. That's a great point. Elizabeth, sheets are every other week, comforter once a month. Carol, I wash my sheets once a week because I said so.
I bet her mom or someone said too.
Got it. Anywhere 7 to 10 days. Barbara says I may have to start washing every day. How would you even do that?
Oh, that's too much work. Now, here's another question that, because my girlfriend Molly and I talk about this a lot. So I have 2 sets of sheets. Take the one off, I put the other one on. Usually, like sometimes if I'm like really in the mood, I'll just wash them real quick and throw them back on. But actually for the winter, we have a set of flannel sheets and then regular sheets. So I just flip them. But I won't use the flannel ones in the summer. So then I'll
Right.
Molly does 1 set of sheets.
Well, that's all we have too.
She's like, I don't need extra sheets laying around.
Well, so Russ has that too.
Yeah.
And I am just kind of done waiting for the sheets to dry before I can make the bed again. I just don't, that's kind of like why I hate changing the sheets.
Oh, I know. Because the worst thing is when you put them in Sunday morning at your productive time.
Right.
And then darn it, that ends.
Well, and then you get sidetracked and something else
You're
happens.
grocery shopping, you're this. Now it's like 6 o'clock. And frankly, like we need to be going to wind down at some point. And you're like, oh my God, the sheets are in the washer.
Right.
That's the worst. So that's why I like to have
They have to dry.
Yeah. And sometimes like our dryer, while I like it very much, and I think it does a good, like it's lasted for a billion years. But like sometimes the sheets need another little bit of time. So then you're taking extra time. Like you're like, I have to go to bed.
Howard says over 800 thread count. I have 4 or 5 sheet sets. Are those expensive? I don't really know much about thread count.
The higher the thread count, obviously, the more expensive. Let's look up some good 800.
But like higher in terms of what? Like what's the max? Like what is a high thread count? 800?
Let's look up how much 800 thread count sheets are.
And what does that actually mean? Are they more comfortable?
Well, it depends. Look at this. You can really get some luxury ones for $270. $339.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Sheet thread count.
How about Megan? Parents have multiple sets of sheets after the first time your kid comes in and pukes all over your bed.
Seriously. Yep.
The next day you order 5 sets of sheets. I love that.
This is an ad.
Oh, your mom. Thank you very much. Okay, they're softer.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out. Mom, do you know what the top? We tested, okay, I'm reading this. This is from Good Housekeeping. We tested a 1,400 thread count set. It wasn't a top performer.
Did they say why?
Polyester has its own selling points. It's basically saying, okay, so it's cotton basically and thread versus polyester.
Okay, so Barbara's saying that there are more threads per square inch and that Howard says they last longer.
Thread count is a total number of yarns per square inch of fabric. A higher thread count often indicates finer yarns.
Okay.
So you can fit more thin ones in there. The best cotton bed sheets often have thread counts between 300 and 500. Anything above 500 isn't necessarily better. You should be skeptical of a thread count over 1,000. That is from Good Housekeeping.
Okay.
Our tests have shown the 300 to 500 thread count range is a sweet spot. But a sheet that falls within that range isn't guaranteed to be high quality.
Okay, well, listen to what Jeanette's saying here. She says that she got a set of sheets on The View. They have that, kind of like Tori Johnson thing. She says that it's the softest that she's ever had. And she said it's only $40 for a king set. She says, I don't want to change. They were that good.
Do you know that Paul loves those jersey knit ones?
I used to love those too.
Like he likes those ones that feel like a t-shirt, basically.
It's so comfortable. I used to use those in school.
I think they get a little hot.
Well, okay, and that was what I was just about to say too, is that I think that they get a little bit warm, especially when you're running hot.
Yeah.
So we have like cooling sheets. I don't know that they do much good, but they're supposed to be
they'll sell you anything.
No kidding. It has the word cool in it. And I'm like,
I need that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll keep me cool.
Sounds good.
Anyway. We're taking the show on the road tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're
we
going to
are.
be in Hamburg.
We're going to Western New York Foster Closet. So bring anything that you have.
Oh,
that
I've
you
got a
can do.
huge bag
Me
sitting in my
too.
closet.
Me too. Like a
Perfect.
bunch of stuff you can donate there. So we'll tell you all about that tomorrow too.
All right. Have a great day. Good to see you. Tomorrow's Wednesday.